How's it going, everyone? We're back with another weekly watch list. Thank you so much for watching. First thing I want to say is it's been over 2 years of making these watch lists, and I can't thank you enough. I know I have 30 subscribers. I've gotten maybe a few hundred views in total in the last 2 years, but that's okay. I make these videos because I enjoy them, and if they can help at least one person maybe get into the market, learn about investing, become passionate about finance, stock market, whatever, man, and that's worth it for me. So thank you so much for clicking on the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you do enjoy. If you do, please consider dropping a like, comment, subscribing, or even sharing the video. It would mean the absolute world to me. But without further ado, let's hop into the watch list. So we'll kick things off with the individuals this week just to change it up. We have Tesla here. All right. So Tesla, I'm going to be watching this previous day high, 439.33, but it's also a really nice support to resistance flip. Honestly, we could take it down to this 435 area. That would just be a pretty big zone. Tesla moves like crazy, obviously, so like a $2 move on Tesla is like nothing, but I'll be watching calls over the previous day high. Next resistance is up at 456, and then this 464 to 467. Tesla can move, $20 in a day easy. Like you can see it right here, 467 down to 434. I mean, it's a $30 move. I mean, Tesla honestly has been in this range here, this huge range from these 464, 465 area down to this 417, 420 area. So, man, I mean, it's really hard for me to day trade Tesla at this time. I haven't in over a month just because it's been moving so violently and been in this range. I'm honestly scared to kind of take puts on Tesla in this current market, like really scared. So, really only looking at longs and trending markets, a trending day with Tesla. Let's go over to NVIDIA. Previous day high, previous day low. As always, we're already over that previous day high. So next resistance is going to be up at 192, 191, and then 197. All right, this is kind of a theme across the markets. We finally had a really nice pullback. NVIDIA came down and retested the previous all-time high, this 195 area. We did get a bounce once and twice, but then sold right through it. So if we get over 191, 192, I'll be looking at longs up to 197. Then we have a daily gap all the way up at 205 and a big area of supply between 201 and 204. Support, 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 flip to resistance, flip to resistance, flip to resistance. So I'll be watching for this zone to break for longs over top. As far as support goes, our previous day low has been this 179. This 179 level has been insane. Okay, I've taken a lot of day trades around it when we were at it over here. But you can see support, support, fake out, support, support again. So if we get underneath 185, I'll look at shorts back down at this level. Below this 179, man, I mean, it's held so much. I would say the next major support would probably be down here at this 168, all right? Let's go over to AMD. AMD, again, same thing. Like I said, common theme, everything is having a nice retest, right? The market was going straight up. There was no retest. Previous day low, previous day high, I'll be watching those first. We get over 235, I'll be looking for a move back up to 242, 244, and then for a move up to 253.5. As far as support goes, we break underneath the previous day low, I'll be watching puts down to 220.76, and then this 215 area and 206. Let's go over to Apple. Apple, I am not interested in until we break this consolidation. I mean, just look at the daily chart. We made it, we had earnings, we had a big new all-time highs. We'll look at this consolidation. I'll look at longs over 274.14. I will not look at shorts until we are probably underneath this 264 area. Simple as that, right? And for a move back down to all-time high retest at 260. Let's go over to Google and Amazon. They also had big earnings and all-time highs. So kind of looks like it's flagging here a little bit on the daily. Take a look at that on the 4 hour. Yeah, I mean, it's a decent little watch right here. It's a little ugly for now, but it could be something. We will see. It's definitely in a bit of consolidation here. So as far as just simple key levels, previous day high, previous day low, I'll be watching for a move over 281 back up to the previous day high and over the previous day high up to 288. As far as support goes, if we break underneath 275, I'll look for a move back down to this 272 area. Let's move this over just so we have this filled out. Simple as that. I actually really like the levels here on Google, so I'll be watching that this week for sure. We had this really strong move up. We came down. We're finally getting this retest. Our previous all-time highs, though, are 257, so if we do continue weakness, that'll be an area to watch for a bounce for sure. But underneath the previous day low, again, I'll be watching down to this 272, 271, and maybe for a move down to this daily gap at 261. But we'll see. Amazon, let's look at that. We'll see where the market goes this week in general, just because we had such a nice sharp pull off or pullback, retest, whatever. Let's see if they want to buy it right back up. There's a lot of news going on at the moment. This stimulus check situation, the government opening back up. Last time the government opened back up, it was just a pump for a month straight. So we'll see. Anyway, so looking at Amazon, previous day high, previous day low, previous all-time high. We did get a little bit of a micro bounce off of, but not enough. So over the 242, I'll look for a move back up to the previous day high if we do come down and bounce this area. But over previous day high, we have nice room up to 250. So I will be watching that for sure on Monday. As far as support goes, if we break underneath the previous day low, I have my next supports down here at this daily gap at 232, but 234 and 236. So now we can head over to the indexes. I'm not going to show ES and NQ just because they're the same. Every week on the watch list, I show SPY and QQQ, and then I show ES and NQ. It's the same thing. I'll show, either or each week. But for SPY and QQQ, we're already over previous day high. Next resistance zones up at 674, 675, and then 677. If we get underneath 666, I'll look for shorts down to previous day low at 661. Very, very simple. And then we'll go over to QQQ. Same thing. We're already over the previous day high. I'll look for this zone-to-zone move right here from previous day high up to 617, 618, then 622. Underneath the previous day low, my next support is 596, 595. Below that, a decent amount of room down to 590. So very, very simple. So that's going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you did enjoy, please consider dropping a like, comment, subscribing to the channel. It would mean the absolute world to me. Stay blessed, be blessed, God bless. Have an amazing week, and wishing you all a great one inside and outside the market. And I'll see you all in the next watch list. Peace.